Okay, so we are talking Neighbours. Oh my God, tell me, how excited are you not only to know that the show is back on the air, but also is nominated for a Daytime Emmy Award? We are talking with Annie Jones, Stefan Dennis, and Georgie Stone. So tell us what's going on in Neighbours and how excited you are for the Daytime Emmys.
Super excited, super excited to be in your wonderful country and just elated to have been nominated. We dare not dream of winning. I think being nominated is enough for us. But it's just been extraordinary. What a ride.
Just the fact that we are being shown in America now, because we little known, but we've been in America twice before. Once in the late 80s, failed abysmally because we were up against 90210 and shows like that. So of course, Neighbours was never going to fly. Then we were on Hulu about 5 or 6 years ago. It didn't really get the push it needed, unlike what Amazon is doing now, which is pushing it like
Right.
just the sky's the limit. And so for it to be to actually be floating in America and Canada, which are the territories we never thought we would get into, but then in our first year to be nominated for an Emmy or an enema, whichever, it's extraordinary. It's absolutely extraordinary. We thought it was phenomenal when we started getting awards over in the UK, which not our mother country at all. Well, sorry, it is our mother country, but not our home country. And so to actually be nominated for an American award, it's just it's like that,
yeah. And Georgie?
Oh, absolutely. It's just beyond our wildest. I mean, a year and a half ago, we were cancelled. So we had no idea that we were even going to come back together and film, let alone be here in the US nominated for an Emmy Award. It's so incredibly exciting. I'm just excited to be there and meet everyone and have a really good time and celebrate this wonderful show. It's a real honor.
So how did you all find out that the show was nominated for its first ever Daytime Emmy Award?
I think when it was on the internet. That's when I was scrolling through Twitter and saw it, and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. It was just, I think I found it when everyone else did.
And you too?
Yeah, same. I just found it by accident too. Yes.
It was a little bit like us. We found out the day before we flew out that we were presenting.
Oh, wow.
It was a big surprise as well.
We thought we were just coming along to watch.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Well, here's your plane tickets. Go.
By the way,
across the Atlantic. Or I'm sorry, the Pacific.
As well. So it's a double whammy of excitement for us.
Yeah. Right.
You guys are going to be great. I'm really excited to watch you up there. You're going to smash it.
Love you, girl.
Well, I have to say, so the Daytime Emmy Awards are celebrating their 51st anniversary tomorrow. Neighbours is going to be celebrating its 40th anniversary next year. We're not going to count the little break. So how excited are you to know that not only did the show come back, but now it's thriving in several new markets? Yeah. What's it like to know that this show has longevity despite that little bullet point?
It's so encouraging and so rewarding, I mean, we do work very hard, just the pace of the show and everything, but that makes us a little ensemble cast all the tighter and all the stronger, because we need to be there for each other. We need to support each other. So yes, this is a wonderful reward for all of that hard work, recognition and love from another country. It's fantastic.
Proving that you just can't kill us. Cannot kill the show.
Tell us, for anyone who has not watched Neighbours just yet, or has yet to discover Neighbours, or even has not been keeping up with Neighbours of late, what can you say about the show today and why they should be tuning in?
It's a fascinating insight into suburban Australia. We have humour, we have drama, we have heightened kind of storylines and very real storylines. So there's something for everyone, really.
And
definitely.
I was going to say also the quality, you know, if you look at the technical side of it, the quality in the way that it's shot now. I mean, we go back and talking about, you know, shooting on tape in the 1980s, and it almost has like a slightly fuzzy feel about it, and the colors are a little bit washed out and all of that, whereas now everything's in 4K, and it's going to become 8K soon, and you high def this and da and all of that, and the color grading and everything. I mean, the quality of it is so exceptional, and the way that we shoot, we shoot in a more filmic way rather than the old-fashioned television style that we used to do.
And we have great production values too. We do a lot of location shooting. We have 4 walls now in a lot of our sets, so you can do, you know, scenes where you're looking all the way around.
But it's true what you say about the locations, because one of the things we do, and again, this is not being condescending to any other soap around the world, but a lot of soaps are studio bound, whereas we're not. We obviously shoot a lot of stuff in the studio, but we also shoot. We've got a very big backlog. We've got in fact, we've got the largest studio backlog in the backlot. I'll say it correctly one day, in the Southern Hemisphere. But also we go off the compound quite a lot.
Well. We shoot all over
all over Melbourne, and not just Melbourne, all around Australia. So I mean, we've just done a very, very big storyline that involves shooting out in Australian outback, which is going to be a real eye opener for, well, particularly the Europeans and the Brits, but certainly the Americans as well.
And Georgie?
Yeah, speaking to what Annie said, it's there's something for everyone in this show. Like whether, you know, there are older characters, younger characters, high school characters, actors from all walks of life. So I think there's something that can resonate with everyone. And Neighbours is also a show that's really dedicated to telling stories that are often overlooked with minority groups, and trying to kind of push forward and tell stories that often don't get the opportunity to be told, and definitely not in an authentic or respectful way. So Neighbours very much endeavours to do that, and I think that sets it apart from a lot of shows, definitely a lot of shows in Australia. So I think it's something that everyone will find something in that's exciting, whether you like humour or drama or action or romance, it's all in there. So it's a very, very fun and entertaining show to watch.
Now, I know we have to go, but I just want to ask one last question, because this has always been running in my head whenever I think about Neighbours. Obviously, the concept is people living next to each other, you know, neighbors. But how does a show create so much drama over one street? There's deaths, there's explosions, there's like, how does that happen?
It's like
a microcosm.
Yeah, we portray that, you know, it's the happy suburban, relaxed suburban life of Australia. But I think Ramsay Street, which ironically is not a street, is probably the most dangerous street in Australia to live. And it's and also probably the most incestuous street in Australia to live as well.
I feel like must have been like a curse put on the street, like in the early days. There's some sort of like blood curse on the street where everyone who lives there just has bad luck, because everyone dies at least twice, or their partner, and there's a tornado as well in Australia. Don't get tornadoes.
Well, I was going to say, maybe you're talking about the curse. Maybe it's because the street was actually named over a feud between the Ramsays and the Robinsons.
Yeah.
That's prehistory. Yeah.
There needs to be a prequel to Neighbours where we find out why the street is so messed up. Yeah, I would watch that.
Max Ramsay's grandfather, I think, was the one who named
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's a pleasure speaking with all three of you tonight, or I should say today. Looking forward to the Emmys and looking forward to seeing more Neighbours. Hope we can catch up again soon and get a little bit more time to talk. And we'll get to explore maybe 40 years of Neighbours.
You betcha.
Congratulations, you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. See ya.
Thanks, Michael. See ya.